past few weeks, we've really been talking about employee-powered recruiting from the talent acquisition leader's perspective, things to look out for, strategies and tactics to adopt. This week, let's focus a little bit more on how employee-powered recruiting could actually impact the candidate experience, which I think is something that we're hearing a lot about these days.
Yeah, it is. It's something that's pretty important for people who are looking, especially passive job seekers who are, for the most part, happy where they are. Candidate experience is pretty powerful. And think about it, not just for when they apply. It's way up earlier as well, right? When they're, again, not specifically looking for a job.
So one of the things to look out for here is who the messenger is. So let's compare the CEO to a frontline employee. If a candidate is watching maybe a video that you put out on social media, they're twice as likely to be trusted, that message coming from them, as opposed to somebody who's in a position of authority, or even worse, some kind of like paid marketing advertising campaign. So the most authentic messenger here to the candidate is going to be your employees, who are probably in a similar role to the candidate who's kind of looking for that job. So put those people front and center in your messaging, as opposed to the leadership or corporate marketing.
So another one that for me is important when you're thinking about how to influence the candidate experience with employee-powered recruiting is to be detailed. So one thing that you see a lot of companies do, which is not great, is they'll say the best part about working here is the people, or we're very innovative. And these things are just general platitudes that every company can say, and they mean nothing. So they really don't differentiate you. What I recommend is go really deep on employee stories. Find someone who has an interesting story and just have them tell it. And that's going to resonate way more than some platitude about how you're innovative.
I'd add one more here then. Don't hide your employees, right? Make them accessible, because what's going to happen a lot of times is that, let's say, for example, you put some of this stuff out on social media, right? Your employee shares that to their personal Facebook account, let's say. Somebody who sees that and is interested in your company will likely reach out to them, send them a Facebook message and say, hey, I saw that video. I'd like to learn a little bit more about your company. Or somebody who doesn't even know them, who might not be connected, and they come across that content on their social feed. Maybe include a link to their LinkedIn profile so people can get in touch with them. Send them an email, and then maybe take them out for coffee or get on a chat, and they can learn a little bit more. Don't hide people and who they are. Make them accessible so that those folks who are interested can reach out and learn a lot more, right? In a much more intimate setting, I think, which is powerful.
I know that happens with a lot of our clients from our social media employee advocacy tool, that they constantly have ambassadors in the tool who over time just get asked for coffee chats or informational interviews. That's really, really powerful. Thanks for sharing your thoughts, Jason, and hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. As always, leave your comments below. Jason Vasilios signing off.